This is my invitation to pray. I'm inviting you to pray with me. We are living tough moments, some moments worse than others. The news usually don't help, and our perspective, and when we look to the near future, most of the times we don't see the horizon very bright. And I catch myself, at least for the last couple months, I had many moments that I caught myself sad and sometimes angry, and the sense of being impotent, of nothing to do, and it is has been a mix of feelings, and a mix of discoveries, and it's lots of bad. And I usually am so optimistic, and I see things from a spiritual perspective. Usually I live my life in this realm, in this and of course life happens to all of us, but I always make an effort to come back to my balance, my inner peace, and cultivating love and compassion and all those high vibration stuff. And I just caught myself many times that I was not even thinking about that. I was just diving deeply in the darkness and the awful stuff that were coming, and never stopped. I just wanted to see, to be familiar with what was happening, and understand, and some curiosity, and some even to understand better what the girls went through, and it was horrific, and each layer that was left, it was even worse, and things that went through other areas that were darker, and I don't have words. Usually I don't have a problem with the words, but I don't have words to say. And watching reactions of people, I saw a gentleman inside his car, and he was screaming, and he was red, and yeah, I share all his anger and disappointment, but then my question was not judging him. Feeling is necessary. We have to make some room for feeling. If it's a bad stuff, whatever feelings are always welcome. We need to host our feelings with dignity. Because if we don't feel it, we end up getting sick or getting mentally affected. We have to make room in our physical body to feel. I'm not saying to act upon anger or any other feeling, but to feel it, to let it land, and to create a safe room for you to feel whatever you are up to feel. And I've been doing with myself, and little by little giving less time for these feelings that are low vibration, and giving more time to bathe myself, to shower myself with love, sense of peace, and freedom, and all the good stuff that I honor to have in my life. In these moments, I saw that gentleman. I was compassionate with his pain and his anger, and I saw myself, how I could detox those moments that I was going through. And I saw that, well, if I shorten the time that I am so out of myself, out of control, if I shorten the time, give the intensity of whatever feeling is happening, but shorten the time, I can dedicate to many more times during the day, short times where I can be love, be peace, be gratitude, be compassion, be all the good things, be hope, be hope. And in all the areas, other areas of our life, we see, we've been witnessing a lot lately. So when we witness injustice and violence, like so unnecessary violence and deaths and horror, it is like you look to one side, it's one thing, you look at the other, it's another thing, and then some days it's an avalanche everywhere. And it's international, it's everywhere. If you open any source of news, it's like, I can't believe that. So, well, we have to believe because it's really happening, I know. But what is hard is to keep it up, keep your soul happy and bright and shining. So for me, what has been helping, and that's why I decided to share with you, is to I just imagine that it's a heavy, dirty, thick, dark, stinky, gluey layer of the worst that is over earth, and it's more dense in certain areas and less dense in others, but it's like a thick, dark stuff. So for me, of course, God can do whatever God can do, and God does whatever it is He's up to, and leave us. We have our free will, and leave us to do something. That's another thing that I was thinking. It's like we sometimes get so passive, waiting for Jesus will do, or God will do, or it will have, all the good comes from. So we have sometimes even irresponsible sayings. When you see the gravity of the news and how things are evolving, it's really hard to keep up with your hope. So I thought, okay, so if we keep sad, angry, hopeless, hopeless, and if we just start making it bigger, we are adding more fire to the darkness. We are just adding more fire and more wood and more everything that is like more alcohol to this darkness. We are not helping. And if you have faith, if you believe in anything bigger than yourself, any divine power of healing and love and peace, if you believe in any of these, we that are believers, we need to do something. It's in our power. The prayer, it is. The good thoughts, it is. We can just, I visualize like perforating this layer of thickness and darkness, that with our meditation and the light and bright thoughts and prayers and our faith, really pull from inside of us the faith and the belief we have, and we repeat whatever is strong for us, and we we just keep it up with that good thought, and we really ask God for help. Because if we look around and we see that the men's justice are failing on us, if men's justice is compromised somehow with other interests and with other connections, we still have the divine power. We still have the justice, the divine justice, the God's justice that never fails. So we that believe, we need to really grab it and really use this, the power of our faith, to really make big holes in this thickness, in this madness, in this craziness we are living in, and really ask for help. And as we ask, we just send our higher vibration to the Lord, and making possible for the good energy of the universe to penetrate on earth and heal what's going on, heal the victims, embrace the deaths, and comfort the survivors, and bring justice to the perpetrators. Bring justice to the ones that are wronging. Men and women doing so wrong, and so many lies, and it's so... Yeah, there is no word. I think that we need to create new words to classify what's going on. Because the worst words are not enough to nominate what's going on. So for me, when I look around and I was feeling all those feelings, I was like, there is something that I can do. And I started doing. And then one day I was meditating and praying. I was like, you know what? I will invite other people to do the same. I will open, and maybe somebody has a better idea than that, and I am ready to join. Or maybe some people like me prefer to pray together. And if not, at least remind you to pray more. 30 seconds, 1 minute, many times a day. Imagine we and the entire world sending this pure love vibration all day, many times a day. You are waiting for some food in the microwave. You just elevate your thoughts. You're washing your hands. You're wearing your shoes. Whenever you are, whatever you're doing, you can elevate your thoughts and send light to the universe, to all the ones that need, and ask the divine forces to help us, to bring justice to earth, to really give the punishment that the ones that deserve, and comfort and consolation to the ones that are suffering. So that's why I've been here. My name is Katia Ferreira, and I've been here every day at 8 p.m. California time. But I'm open if you want to do that other times. I am open to change that and to see what's the best time for you. I wish you the best. And I want to hear from you. What your thoughts, if this is serving to you somehow. If you want to come and be with me in the live, and we can pray together. But this is much more a moment that we stop, and for 15 minutes we just breathe and be together in prayer, and asking God for his help, and console, and justice. I give you a big hug, And I wish you an amazing, amazing week. And tomorrow I'll be here again.